I know some people probably think, oh, he's gonna try to rob me, or, oh, look at this guy, look at how he looks, you know, all the tattoos and.
Still kind of there, visibly.
This here is still coming off. What it is, I don't even want to talk about it. This.
There's the old way they were taken off through surgery. I had these cut out. Then there's these that were done with a sander. And then they put a gauze on it, let it dry, and rip it off.
It's a long story. It's a journey. I figure, you know what? I got a story. Let me tell it. So.
One of my eye just has, I think, a little bit of scarring. Maybe one treatment more to go. I was sentenced to 5 years. I fought my case and I got time served, but by this time I had already done 2 years in a federal prison.
Started gang banging at the age of 13. I lost my brother in 2005. I was incarcerated. I lost my cousin on the 8th of this month. I'm the last one left.
With her, we're still just doing above the hat, and then
You know
here?
what? Just yeah, you guys can go ahead and do this.
We're gonna do
Yeah.
her?
My cousin was involved in gangs, and he was someone I looked up to. And being a child, you don't know better, you know? So I kind of followed his footsteps, hung out with the older crowd.
At the age of 12 years old, run away, and seen a lot of domestic violence. So I joined the gang, you know. I was missing that attention, that love. They made me feel like I was part of something, that I was important, that I was there, that they knew I was there. I didn't feel ignored. I didn't feel little. That one, I think he had like 39 treatments. They're painful, that's why. Seriously. So I'm taking it slow.
When they come in to get tattoo removals and they go, damn, this stuff hurts, I often ask them, did it hurt to get the tattoo? And there's usually, no, I didn't, you know. And they were usually like inebriated or something, you know what I mean? So they don't, to be conscious is really important. So that's why we use no kind of numbing. We don't provide it. We think there's power in pain.
Having a tattoo of your gang name and another gang member tattooing it to you is like a pride. You've earned it. You've done something to earn that tattoo. And as you grow older with the gang, something else happens and you get another tattoo. You know, it's like kind of like a trophy.
I'm gonna say this, the whole thing that I had done on this side. I had names and stuff. Distinguish certain people, you know, being related to gangs.
When I was 18, I had my first child. I saw a few of my friends, you know, get shot and die. And right after she was born, I just kind of didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it anymore. It was just something that I wanted to be there for my kid and kind of bring her up the right way.
After my cousin passed away, you know, I decided that I was just gonna go ahead and just hang up the gloves already and be like, that's it, I'm done.
It was a hard process. It was very hard. Some understood, some didn't, you know, and it's kind of hard, but I had to prove, you know, it wasn't, I was leaving because I was a snitch. I wasn't leaving because I had betrayed my gang. I was leaving because I wanted something different for myself, you know.
This is something we enjoy doing and giving back to the community and helping people feel better about themselves, help them get jobs that maybe they wouldn't necessarily get with, you know, visible gang tattoos.
The draw is a tattoo removal, right? The agenda is the therapy. The outcome is that they stay with us until the tattoo's gone, which is usually about 4 months. They start out doing the group to get the discount, because we discount their tattoo removal, which is already a low price, but we'll discount it further if they attend group, which is our kind of we're kind of like car salesmen. You know what I mean? If I'll do it for 200. If you do group, we'll do it for 100. And they're like, that's a no-brainer, But it isn't a no-brainer. We want them in that therapy. And so it's kind of like a little sneaky way of getting them in. But once they're in, and they've had several treatments, which means it's also had several sessions, the treatments are still important, but not as important as a conversation.
Whew. Okay. Good job. So I want to touch up here. I want to touch up there. There's a few places I want to touch up before we get to your chest.
Well, I was trying to find myself. I started seeing the homies, I started seeing the girls, we started kicking in, then I caught myself like, what are you doing? You're a two-striker. Next time you catch a felony, you're gonna get life. What do you really want to do that, or what do you really want to do? So when my wife kind of told me, either you straighten up or I'm gone for good.
It was a big transition. It was very hard to find a job. The tattoos I had weren't all gang related, but what it signified was gangs. And it was hard when I would go on interviews with my tattoo showing. So it was really hard. I had to wear long sleeve shirts, try to cover up as best as I could so that they wouldn't see it.
I was always embarrassed because of the way I look. Because in prison, this is normal. Out here in society, everybody's like, what the hell's wrong with this fool, Your presence, when you walk into a place, the way you look is the way they're gonna judge you.
If you see a person is full of tattoos, you don't say, oh, it's a doctor, it's a teacher, it's a nurse. No, the first thing that actually comes to your mind when you see somebody with tattoos is it a gang member?
I had lost my wife, I lost my son, and right now they're seeing me that I'm working. I'm juggling too much, but on the same token, it's benefiting me because I'm getting my family, I got my job.
I was able to get away from gangs. I was able to go into the service and serve proudly. I'm now going to college to DeVry University, majoring in technical management, criminal justice. And I have a good, stable job with, federal government. I work for the VA in Long Beach.
It's not erasing my past because I don't believe you could erase your past. You can't forget, you can't forget your past. You can't forget things that have happened. But it is kind of trying to get a clean beginning, like a clean start. To me, that's what I felt.
There's a lot of people that used to be from neighborhoods, been fuck-ups, been doing things that, that I used to do. So when they're telling their story and we're sitting there watching, it's like, damn, homeboy's been through what we did. And they can hear him. So it's like a little motivation for us. And then, we learn a lot there. Okay, well, the way we do tattoos in prisons is we get a Walkman, a tape player Walkman. We'll break it open. We'll take the motor out.
The tattoo is extracted from ashes, so it's basically just ashes.
Like chess pieces, you'll burn them and use the black smoke.
And burn plastic.
We'll cover it up, and with the black smoke, we'll scrape it off after, and then put VO5 in it. And then we'll put Head and Shoulders, and then we'll mix it. So once you mix it, and it's gonna turn into ink.
Then they use the guitar string, and they sharpen it real good, and that's how tattoos are made in prison.